Okay.
You know.
All right. So you're down with Snoop. You're down with the Dog Pound. You do Murder Was the Case.
Yeah.
And then what happened with that situation? Because after that, there was a big there was a big break in time in when you were on death row releases.
I mean, you know, in the '90s it was real, so it mattered your character. You feel me? It didn't even matter all that old flashy flash, because we was riding around in Suburbans with TVs and playing PlayStation in '94 with Snoop. We wasn't rapping about that shit. You might have heard Biggie and them come out with rapping with TVs and talking about cars. We wasn't rapping about that, but we was living that shit every day with this nigga. So Snoop character just was selfish at the time. I don't know about now. Just like with me, I'm a different person than I was then. At the age I am now, life experiences. But Snoop was selfish because he didn't know, you know. And then you gotta think the gangster rap game was new. After Eazy-E, you had Snoop Dogg. I mean, you had DJ Quick and certain people, but as far as that main entity, that king type nigga, it was Snoop after that, you know. So Snoop was learning the game, and then it was like he was trying to have artists and all that at the same time. So it was kind of bad. It was catch-22, nigga. You don't know what you're doing. So one day I come in the house and yeah, we gonna go sign a deal for Doggy Style Records. You, Trady, Lil Style, South Central, Big Style gonna manage all this. So, all right. So I tell him, look, I ain't tripping off the advance. I ain't tripping off the royalties too much and points. And he looking at me like he don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. So I say, all I want is my publishing. He said, what's publishing? Nigga, this is 1994. Nigga, we damn near finna drop the Dog Pound album. Fuck you mean? What's publishing? I mean, I don't say that to him though or nothing, you know. I get at him cause, you know, publishing is this. You know, when you sell a record and you on the radio and, you know, this how you get paid for life. So he like, don't tell Dash now, don't tell Corrupt and Nate Dogg now. You know, I'm just finding out about publishing. I wanna so I don't say nothing to him either, but I'm looking at the nigga now like, you know, money is money, man. I come from money. My mama and daddy was money in Compton. You can ask Lil Reg. My family, you feel me? So when I came to Long Beach, my Long Beach family is money and power, you feel me? So and the money wasn't shit. It was like, dude, you really just sat up here and told me cause that if we all don't know something and you find out, you ain't finna come back and tell us cuz how to get this money and all that. You gonna do it first. So that type of character, it just rubbed me the wrong way. Like, nigga, I'm not finna wait for you to know some shit and keep it on some sneaky shit to yourself. I'm finna let niggas know what the fuck we talking about. So being that I seen that in him, I seen that in him, me and Snoop started, you know, and then we signed the paperwork and no money came. We was sitting at his house after we signed the paperwork, came from the lawyer's office, and the checks was supposed to be sent by a character, DHL back in the day, remember DHL? So he like, we waiting on it, you know, we at the house playing video games, everybody happy. It started getting dark, nigga. We signed the papers at 10, 11 o'clock this morning. It started getting dark. I started tripping. I don't know what you other niggas finna sit up here and do, but this $20,000 in 1994, I was young. Man, what is you doing, bro? Snoop get the paperwork when the carrier come. Ain't no checks. It's the paperwork from Death Row. I think Suge, that shit said $1 for his label, nigga. 50 cent distribution, 50%, 50 cent, like 50 cent. Nigga, we giving you $1, 50% for distribution, 50% for your label. Like $1, like disrespected. Oh, nigga, we out here. I'm going to the hood. I'm finna let the homies know. Cuz got a nigga fucked up. He got me fucked. He got me signed to Death Row. They controlling my shit. My cousin told cuz, don't sign my cousin to Death Row, to them niggas over there. If y'all go do something, y'all do it. So he signed me to his label, but it was distributed by Death Row. So in that aspect, I'm signed to Death Row, because don't nothing move until Death Row give him what he's supposed to get so he could give us. So my cousin My cousin kind of jumped the gun though, cause Snoop was the homie. Like Snoop did a lot of shit for me, and he still do shit for a lot of niggas. Niggas don't give Snoop his props, but Snoop a good nigga, like a real nigga too. Snoop ain't no buster, no punk. He really from the hood, really be in the trenches with them niggas, like killers and hiring them, and he do his thing. He just did a lot of funny shit when we was coming up that he didn't know. Like I'm saying, he didn't know about publishing and all that. Snoop didn't know. That nigga was just getting in, but my cousin beat Cuz up. Like, Cuz, what's up with my cousin money? Like, you better let Cuz out that contract. You don't get that money. I already told you the type of niggas it is. Gonna stump down. If he said he was gonna do something, if this scenario happened, I'm gonna do this. And niggas was around, they heard that, Keo was finna do it. You know, my cousin wasn't gonna let a nigga hear him say, oh, I'ma fuck you up if this happened and then that happened, and he just be like, no, there ain't none of that going on. So he beat Cuz up at the Twin video. Twins let the sun go around and around. Cut Max Cuz out with the 1-9s was up there, chocolate, big style, all that. The homies maxed them niggas out. The big nigga was Snoop rolled up under. At the time he had a Suburban that sat on high wheels. He rolled up under the Suburban to the other side, jumped in the car seat and left his homies he was with. It was a lot of shit that was going on, but that's why we didn't work out, because of the character that he showed when he didn't know something, the sneaky shit. And then once we signed the paperwork, it wasn't no money, it wasn't nothing. And I wasn't trying to stay down after like years and years and be like, I didn't have Porsches, Benzes, houses, lived on both coasts of this motherfucker. I ain't had a platinum record. I ain't had a radio hit. I ain't did none of that. I've been in these streets, you feel me? Plus putting out little shit when I could, whatever, doing my shows. But to be platinum and be on radio and all that, and a nigga out here broke with no house, no car, and here come young Swoop pulling up in Benzes and Bentleys and shit and Porsches, and Cuz don't even got videos or music on the radio or nothing, I blow Snoop head off. If I was Trey D, Goldie, Doggies, Angels, whoever, nigga, and I done had 5 million records, I done sold. Snoop, Suge knew that too. Like, nigga, you ain't finna put out Swoop G record cuz it sell 5 million records and cuz it's broke. I'm gonna blow Suge head off. Me, my cousins, my homies, my peoples, it's gonna be a war, cuz it's not gonna be, so niggas wouldn't fuck, like Snoop didn't mean that. He just got fucked by Suge, but niggas wasn't finna be with the fuckery with young Swoop. So that stopped a lot of shit too. You can't do what you want to do. You feel me? With this situation, it is still like that. But Snoop's situation, he just didn't know, And then my cousin fucked him up, so he couldn't take that, Just like Swoop couldn't say, well, you did this and I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to stand on what I said. Snoop pride was like crushed after that, as far as the whole hood seeing it. They knew what it was about. A war cracked off after that for a little while too. A couple homies got shot, and a lot of shit was going on between me and Snoop Dogg. I got shot, not at that time, but over the war with Snoop. It's a lot of shit behind that shit, but